Hello and welcome to Critical Line Item. My name is Tom Ravlic and thank you for joining me for this particular podcast. Today's the day that my book, Rorts and Rip-Offs, is actually released. So what I wanted to do was briefly touch on a couple of issues that are material to anybody considering getting a new advisor. I covered this in the book in detail. You can get it from booktopia.com.au or wilkinsonpublishing.com.au, or you can go and buy it at other online outlets. It will be available around the place, so keep an eye out for it. But what I want to do is just cover off a handful of things you need to bear in mind when you're looking for a new advisor. Firstly, they shouldn't be a member of a professional body, except in one important category, and I will cover that later. Professional organisations like accounting bodies have minimum qualification requirements, and they will be able to put you in touch with people that are qualified practitioners within their membership that live within your area if you're looking for somebody particular in your area or with a particular skill set. Some of those organisations have website search engines that look up, or directories rather, that provide you with access to the names of specific practitioners within your locality. They will at times allow you to search under a postcode. So keep an eye out for that kind of thing on the websites of organisations like Chartered Accountants Australia, New Zealand, Institute of Public Accountants, and also CPA Australia. They will have that kind of functionality on their websites to enable you to search. You'll be able to find accountants in other places that are members of those bodies. You might see their shop front in your local area. You may also see the websites online or addresses and phone numbers in the yellow pages. There are many ways in which you can get access to these guys, but bear in mind it is good to make sure that they're appropriately qualified and professional. Being a professional with a membership of a body is one way of doing so. The second thing to look for is does the person have a public practicing certificate? In other words, do they have a heightened level of designation that permits them within their body that permits them to be able to provide services to the public? That's important because people who hold public practicing certificates will also have professional indemnity insurance. Okay? It's as simple as that. So, professional indemnity insurance is something practitioners have in hand just in case things go wrong or there's a slip up in advice and there's some insurance that they're able to uh, get some cover paid back to them in order to be able to compensate a client. So, that's what that's all about. So, membership of a professional organisation, a practicing certificate, and certainly you know, um, professional indemnity insurance is critical. The next thing to look for is do people have the right registration under law? Okay, I'll use myself as an example. I'm a member of the Institute of Public Accountants. That's a professional body. It's one of the three that are recognised in Australia. I'm not a holder of a public practicing certificate, so I don't uh, practice in a public arena. My area of expertise is different to what you would encounter if you were going to a taxation. So, in my case, I'm a member of a professional body. I don't have a practicing certificate because I don't do that kind of work. And also, um, I don't have a specialist registration under law. That is, I'm not registered to provide tax advice because that's not what I do. I can write about tax law. I can report on developments in legislation, but I cannot give people specific advice on those issues because I'm not permitted to under law. And I couldn't do so either under the Code of Ethics called APES 110, where you are obliged to make sure that you provide advice and you deal with subject matter with the client that you have an expertise in. That is, if you're doing a consulting job or whatever else, that is the sort of the North Star that needs to guide practitioners that are members of professional bodies. So you've got three things to look for. Let's recap that first. Membership of a professional body. Uh, hold, is the person you're talking to a holder of a public practicing certificate? And also, do they have the right registration to provide advice in the area you're looking for? Whether it's financial services, whether you want someone to do a proper audit, whether you want somebody to do your tax return or complete your business activity statement, whatever it happens to be, do they have the right registration under law? Next thing, um, have you got anybody that you know that has used someone? Is there somebody within your network that can recommend a practitioner you can talk to? So look for recommendations from time to time, see what people say to you, but also you need to feel comfortable with the individual that uh, is being spoken about. In other words, be conscious of the fact that um, while you know, friends or relatives may be comfortable seeing someone for their tax, you may not feel comfortable when you talk to them for whatever reason. So the last bit is if your gut feel is not good, then look for somebody else. Okay, but it's important to start with the fundamentals. Is somebody a qualified in the discipline? Do they have a public practicing certificate, and also do they have professional indemnity insurance? 3, are they registered under law to provide the services that they say they can provide or they want to provide? 4, do they pass the sniff test with your contacts, your network, your family, and others? Is there a recommendation that they can give you? And 5, do you feel comfortable talking with them? If yeah, if all the other boxes are ticked, but you still don't feel like the person can be trusted with your money, that's a gut feel decision. That's your decision. You've got to make it, and then you go and look for somebody else. Okay, so they're the little things you can do to help yourself in that situation. If you want more depth on issues related to the accounting world and other aspects of seeking a professional advisor, feel free to jump online. Rorts and Rip-Offs is available. I know that copies have come into the warehouse and you'll be able to get it electronically as well. So that's going to be something that you'll be able to keep an eye out for. So get hold of the book if you want more information. Alternatively, you can drop me a direct message via Twitter if there are any other issues you want to cover off or me to cover off in podcasts. My Twitter handle is at @Ravlic in caps, so at @Ravlic, and you'll be able to get me there. Stay safe, look after each other, and I look forward to sharing more insights from Rorts and Rip-Offs with you.